You with the sad eyes, don't be discouraged. Oh, I realize it's hard to take courage in a world full of people. You can lose sight of it all, and the darkness inside you makes you feel so small. And I see your true colors shining through. I see your true colors. That's why I love you. So don't be afraid to let them show your true colors. True colors are beautiful, like a rainbow. Colors shining through. I see your true colors, and that's why I love you. So don't be afraid to let them show your true colors. True colors are beautiful, like a rainbow. Like a rainbow.
You know, good morning. It's what happens when you let me operate heavy equipment. Good morning. I'm Reverend John Riley. I have the joy of serving as your senior minister, and I'd like to welcome you to Unity Palo Alto Sunday service. If you are new to Unity, what we want you to know is that Unity is a global spiritual movement. We are welcoming and inclusive of people from all backgrounds and all walks of life. And wherever you are on your spiritual journey, know that you are welcome here. What do I say now? I forget. Oh, yeah. We're so blessed this morning to have with us Casey Wicker as our platform leader. That heavy equipment that I keep having to operate. Felix and David are operating our live stream and our sound. Thank you so much for your production. Russell Norman is on piano. And Margot LeDuc is our soloist. I remember, thank you for being here. Thank you for being online. Thank you for watching during the week. Wherever you are in this moment, you're in the right place at the right time. And so it is. I invite you all to stand as Margot leads us in song.
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Everywhere I go, everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. That's right. We're going to send our love over the mountains, over the sea. We're going to send it everywhere. Are you ready? Sing it loud and proud. I send my love over the mountains. I send my love over the sea. I send my love into the heaven, and it returns to me. I send my good over the mountains. I send my good over the sea. I send my good into the heavens, and it returns to me, and it returns to me.
Thank you. Good morning. Hold up. That light, I just got to tell you, your light is shining. I see it. We're shining it and we're sending it out. Yes, yes. Yes, yes. That's why we're here today together. Well, we have 5. Thank you, Russell, for the... Okay. On to the next. Okay, I do know the polka. Okay, so welcome, welcome, welcome. As you can see, joy, love, laughter, this is what we're about, right? Right. And Unity Palo Alto, we have 5 core principles that guide us in this light so we can stay joyful and light and loving and continue this, not just on a Sunday. So the first is God is. There is only one power and one presence active in the universe and in our life. And whether you call it God, isness, universe, love, our second principle teaches us, it's the I am. That's the title, I am. And it states that God is the substance and intelligence innate in everything and in all people. We are it. Don't look out there. Look within. We are it. And so our third principle is the law of mind action. If we are it, it's important to know that thoughts in mind produce after their kind. We have the ability to affect our world. That is so empowering to know and remember. Okay, so now we got this knowing we're it, we got that mind action, we need to stay grounded. So our next principle is meditation and affirmative prayer. Going into that silence, into that stillness, connects us with the presence and the creative, constructive power of God to move in and through us as us. And I know some days we just want to stay on that mat. But our fifth principle is the daily practice. And let me tell you, this is where the struggle, the beauty, the aha, and the brilliance that you are comes out. For as we practice these principles daily, we express and open. We open to that divine within us, and life gets better. Yes, yes? Yes, yes. And these 5 core principles, they lead us on our vision statement, and it's going to show up. We're going to say it together, but really to do it with intent, I want us to just take a quick breath, ground ourselves, and together. Centered in God, we co-create a world that works for all. And so it is.
Love can build a bridge between your heart and mine. Love can build a bridge. Don't you think it's time? Don't you think it's time? Love can build a bridge Yes, it's time. Oh, it's time.
Thank you. That was beautiful. So, a reading from our daily word. Our daily word today is healing. And I'm going to read the affirmation and then invite you to affirm it with me. Taking good care of myself supports my healing. Together? Taking good care of myself supports my healing. I hear a wow, it's a good one already. It is a good one. Wait till I start reading it. You ready? Sometimes it's hard to say no to friends, family, work, church, or volunteer organizations I care about and want to serve. But when I am overextended and depleted, I don't do my best, and I may put my emotional, physical, or mental health at risk. I know, take a deep breath. I feel like we need to do this one in stages. Okay. Taking on too much and saying yes to every request may be a sign there is something deeper within me that is out of alignment and need of healing. Perhaps I am feeling fear of judgment or reluctance to disappoint someone. I heal when I slow down, pray, and welcome God's grace. I treat myself gently and make time for relaxation a priority. Secure in divine love, I know when to say yes, or for my well-being, to kindly but confidently say no, not at this time. Can I hear a yes, yes? Yes. Thank you. From Psalm 103, verse 2 through 3, bless the Lord, O my soul, and do not forget all his benefits, who forgives all your iniquity, who heals all your diseases.
Higher than the mountains that I face, stronger than the power of the grave, and it's constant through the trials and the change. One thing remains. One thing remains. Your love never fails and never gives up, never runs out on me. Your love never fails and never gives up, never runs out on me. Your love never fails and never gives up, and never runs out on me. Your love, oh yeah, your love, oh yeah, on and on and on and on it goes. It overwhelms and satisfies my soul, and I never ever have to be afraid, 'cause one thing remains. One thing remains. Your love never fails and never gives up, never runs out on me. Your love never fails and never gives up, never runs out on me. Your love never fails and never gives up, never runs out on me. Your love, oh yeah, your love, oh yeah. Your love never fails and never gives up, never runs out on me. Sing it. Your love never fails and never gives up and never runs out on me. Your love, your love, your love. Oh, your love, your love, your love. Oh, wait a second. They were so good that I think we have to have him do it one more time. All right. I'm ready for you. Here we go. Your love. Your love. You're hired. Your love never fails and never gives up and never runs out on me. Yeah. That's right.
Good morning, Unity Palo Alto. It is so blessed I am so blessed to see you here today. Thank you so much for being here, for experiencing this love, for there is only love. Yes? Yes. Well, we are excited because this is the last week of our Fall Enrichment program, and we have been on a 7-week journey of studying the ideas in the book, The Let Them Theory by Mel Robbins. And it has been magnificent. And so what I thought we would do, since this is the 7th week, the last week that we're going to be working on it, I thought Casey and I can kind of talk about our journey so far. Casey is one of our licensed Unity teachers. She is hosting a small group. I'm hosting 2 small groups. And I'd love to just kind of have a conversation about what's come alive in our groups and in us as we've gone along. Does that sound good? Yes. All right. Well, Casey.
Yes, John.
We began with the idea in chapter 1 and chapter 2 of stop wasting your life and the 2-part approach. So in that idea, what came alive in you in that chapter, in those 2 chapters?
I have options.
You have options.
Right? I mean, don't often think of that. Not let them, let me is not my first thought. So I think just being introduced, and also it was 2 short chapters, and I'm just going to say this. The reminder outside of the book to come together as a group, there's something in it. There's just something in it, and I love that we do this, and if you haven't, join a fall group. I just, keep it in your pipes because you hear so many different perspectives, and so studying as a community is just great, and I'm glad we do it. So.
Thank you. Yeah, it's that community together when we come together to not just hear the principles, but put them into action, and then talk about how they relate to us and how they work in our lives. That's the daily practice, right? Yeah. Yes?
Yes.
All right. You ready? Want to move on?
Yeah.
Chapter 3 through 6, managing stress and overcoming fear of options. Managing stress and overcoming OPO, other people's opinions. I don't have any problem with this one.
Oh, you'd like me to talk? Okay, so the first thing I have to say, the quote that really got me, and people who know me, I wear my heart on my sleeve, so I might get a little, is, you're not broken. Your nervous system is doing exactly what it's supposed to do, protect you. The problem is, it can't tell the difference between a real threat and an email from your boss. But just those words, you're not broken. It softens something within me. And I think, can I go on?
Keep going.
Cut me off. My notes are here. Again, it talked about learning the patterns and the triggers, and the Let Them theory can help shift that. And for me, I think what became important was knowing what my intentions are, even going into it. Because when I can anchor to those intentions, it can kind of unhook, and then it can even, they talked about bringing compassion in, and I can't do that when I'm hooked and I'm getting triggered. So for me, it was like, okay, what is my intention? Just stop the roaring in my head. What's my intention? Go back to that, and how can I bring compassion in, whether it's for the other person or myself?
Yeah, that's so powerful. And what's interesting for me is that when I get hooked, right, or when we have that idea of fear of something in our lives, that really kind of closes me off from being able to come back, being able to be present. And what I learned from this chapter, one of the big things for me is that fear is my friend. That fear is not the problem. I think we couch a lot of our triggeredness in what we call fear. And fear is, but you can't, it's like, I got to get rid of my fear. But fear is very helpful when there are things, when there's actually a trauma, when there's actually something coming at me. But when we try to block out fear, then we're numbing ourselves. Fear is simply telling us that there's some belief that lies in the background behind it that we're hooked into. And it's that belief in me that create my triggers, that create my buttons. And once I realize that, the let me part of that is, let me unhook myself from my own self, from my own beliefs. Let me release and let go of those beliefs and adopt something new and more healthy. So that was week 3. And the next week we had emotional reactions and ending comparisons.
Oh, okay, I'll go. I liked personally the quote that said, the more you practice listening to yourself, the louder your inner voice becomes. And again, it can be like a train track. It can be, like just roaring in my head, going down that train track of emotions. And, when I stop again, everyone in our group, and I'm sure everyone who is taking this, we're doing it for a reason. We're doing it to show up differently. For me, my words, to show up differently and more in sharing that light, talking about the light today and the love. I'm doing it because I want that to show more. I want to be different. But when I'm in, as Martha Creek would say, hi-ho, it's off to you-know-what I go, when that roaring happens. So that comparison, I liked the quote, how would you, I think it was a question you did, Reverend John Riley. How would you reframe someone else's success as evidence of possibility and not deficiency? This question opened up my own avenues. Instead of I talk with my hands, I need a thing. But instead of getting tunnel vision, right, with that roaring and that comparison and that, when I can reframe it and open it up more, wow, suddenly I have more avenues to go down. And then also, I think sometimes it's, do I really want it? Again, going back to the intent for me is constantly going back to, do I really want it? No. Then unhook. Unhook. And you?
Yeah, the biggest thing for me in this was ending comparisons, right? We go through life comparing ourselves to other people, other situations, other conditions, and we're looking outside of ourselves for our own good rather than realizing and being grateful for what we have and where we are and the fact that we are breathing. Did you know that your breath you are being breathed by life? You are being breathed by the allness of life, by the loving presence, by that energy, that force that's within us. And when we can shift from comparison, maybe through curiosity, I wonder why I'm comparing myself. I wonder why I'm hooked by this other person or I'm hooked by their situation. Why am I listening to all of the, you should in your life, in my life? I listen to them, and then I really question, is it really something that's mine to own? Because there are a lot of, you shoulds in your life. Anybody have your shoulds in your life, people saying you should? Yes, we have those. And sometimes it's very intellectual, sometimes, it might be the right path, but until I'm in it with my heart, until it touches me from that perspective, I might have some pushback. So if I unhook myself from the shoulds, from the comparisons, then I'm free to be more of who I've come here to be. Free to allow myself to be present and allow my foibles, allow myself to have a brain freeze in the middle of the opening, right? Allow myself to forget the words. It's okay. Is it okay? Yeah. Okay. I was worried about that for a second.
Can I add something
Yes.
to that? Because I feel like a lot of times the shoulds come from within.
Yes.
It's my shoulding. And the one thing about what you said, again, is going within. And if I consciously choose, like sitting with yourself and is this mine? Is this mine to do or isn't it? And if I make a decision and it's kind of like there sometimes might still be a should attached, but when I stop to go, I am making this choice. Therefore, I'm accepting that should, or like, should is a hard word. It also changes it. Again, and I'm going to sound like a repeat. I go back to intent. And I'm taking this on. It might not be what I want to do, but at least I'm walking into it knowing I am choosing it. And that helps. Take back my energy.
Yeah.
Which a lot of this is about, right? It's taking back our energy,
Right.
our focus.
And so it's stop shoulding on ourselves and decide what is ours to do and what is ours to hold and to bring forward. In the next chapter, we talked about mastering adult friendship.
Okay, here's my quote. Friendships aren't failing, they're evolving. You're not losing people. You're making room for relationships that match who you are becoming. And I have to say, this one I really like. She talked a lot about the seasons of friendship, and it allowed, I think sometimes they keep trying to make things fit, and then all kinds of sorts of things, talking about the shoulds and whatever happened, and it's not good for, like, the relationship isn't good. I ain't giving my best. They're not getting it from me. And so just realizing that things change and evolve, and there's a season. Like, there's a gentleness. It's okay. It's okay if things change.
There's a season, and every relationship has seasons. And it doesn't mean there's a beginning and an end, and that's it. There could be ups and downs in the relationship, and we choose what's important for us. My mom, who's 96, who you know, I think I told this story, a lifelong friend that she met at age 14, is still a lifelong friend. I think my Aunt Claire is 92. I call her my Aunt Claire. I think she's 94, so a couple years younger than my mom. And through that whole time, they have connected with each other because they chose to. Amongst the seasons, amongst the marriages and the divorces, amongst the kids' issues, amongst all of the things that happen in life, the choice was to continue to connect with each other and to do that with love. So how generous can we be with our friends and family? How generous can we be with our own thoughts, our own experiences and our words, so that we can move through all of those situations with that sense of undercurrent of love within it. And then last week we talked about motivating others and supporting struggling people.
So, okay, here's the quote. You can't change people, but the moment you stop trying, you change everything about how you show up. Yeah. And I think, so that there was a lot of good stuff that came out of our discussion. Again, this is why I just love being a part of a group and learning from each other and growing with each other. They talked about assuming good intent, and that can be hard. I think being generous 50-50 on it, it can be a struggle, and again, about the triggers. But I love the reminder, don't jump to conclusions. I like even bringing in the past chapters about curiosity. But what was great, I think a discussion that came up, is talking about a loop that happened, right? Oh, well, we'll let them do that, and then we'll let me do this. But then we're back to, wait, no, I got to let them do that. And then if that means that, I got to let me do this. And it's kind of was a loop, like we couldn't make a complete thing in what to do. And someone asked the question, does that mean my let them wasn't sincere, right, when we're caught in the loop? And so I was grateful that happened because it was a work situation that happened, and I found myself in the loop, and I was angry, but I wanted to let them and let me then come to a higher place and remember why I did it. Remember me preaching about go back to your intent. I went back to my intent, and I still couldn't let it go. And what I realized was my let me wasn't sincere because I was angry. And I needed to say, I didn't need to do anything with it outwardly. I need to go, I'm really angry. I put a lot of effort into this, and I'm upset. And once I stopped trying to bubblegum and bring me someplace I wasn't ready to be, I unhooked. So that was, and because here's my other favorite quote. You didn't have it in there, but it was my favorite. When someone is unwilling to catch the ball, you have to stop throwing it. Yeah, huh? Hey, can I get an amen?
And that one might be hard for me. Anybody have a Labrador Retriever in their life? They never want to stop. Never. I had a black lab, his name was Kona, and he would go until he just collapsed. And he'd look at me and go, well, if you're going to pick it up, I'm going to get it. But how many of us are like that, right? How many of us are always reacting and responding to the needs and the requests and the things, always saying yes to something, always saying, okay, I've got to do this now, I've got to do that now, rather than saying no. This was one of the hardest parts of the book, and I think she left it to the end intentionally because we needed all that practice up front to be able to have some self-care enough to say no, that no is a complete sentence. And when we're letting go of that other person, is that letting go and letting them truly letting go? Or is it just, okay, I'm going to disconnect. I'm going to let them, and I'm not going to connect anymore, which is a form of not letting them, right? That's another way that we disconnect and we push people away. So how can I be present to all of that? And even when the tomatoes are flying my way, even when they're coming, still be present to my full self. Still be present to my own sense of worth, my own sense of strength. And when I practice sourcing that from within, you might call it God within, the divine within, that spark that's within you, when I can source that sense of knowing that I'm worthy, knowing that I'm one, I'm a child of the divine, I'm a child of God, however you want to put it, when I can come from that place, I can be present to what is and not feel diminished by it. And still remind myself over and over again that I am whole, I am safe, and I am well. And that, go ahead, you want to say something?
Beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
And that brings us to our final set of chapters, and it's around choosing love and new beginnings. So Mel talks about it with the idea, she begins with the idea of really looking for love, looking for connection, looking for, partnership and things outside of us. And the first chapter she talks about this is the idea of let them show you who they are. Let them show you who they are. So this is a wonderful opportunity for us to be present to each other. Because when we begin to know someone, there's a certain persona that comes out, yes? We show up with a certain part of ourselves. And then stress happens. And struggles happen. So let them show up when they're struggling. Let them show up when they're at peace. Let them show up when they're joyful. Let them show up when they're angry. And you will see all of the different ways in which they show up. Now, look in the mirror. How do I show up when I'm angry? How do I show up when I'm struggling? When I'm joyful? When I'm fearful? How do I show up? Because when I can see how I show up, I realize that I'm not always my full self the whole time either. I love that term, bubblegum spirituality, right? Sometimes we're not there, and it's okay. If we start shooting ourselves, I shouldn't be that way, we're shaming ourselves, and it's even harder to recover. And so just acknowledging, this is how I show up when I'm frustrated, gives me a lot of information about how I can be with someone else who is struggling and how they are showing up. I can have more compassion for them. I can see more of where they're coming from and get more curious and not take it on for myself, not get enmeshed in their struggle, yes?
My Reverend John, would that be we're human and divine? And so are other people, human and divine?
It's a true story, so I've heard. Are you guys human? Are you divine? Yes, we're both. And so when we can look at how people show up, we can be present to it. Can you read the quote from Mel?
Sure. You are supposed to be yourself and trust that if you show up as your full self, the person that is looking to be with someone as awesome as you, yes, can actually find you. I love it. We found each other.
So show up as yourself. Show up as your true self. Now, I have a question for you. What about at work?
I think that's for one of them.
What about at the grocery store? What about at the family reunion? What about with those people who, you're struggling with? Especially them. How can you show up as yourself? At work sometimes we have a culture at work, yes? Yeah, and so sometimes it may not be appropriate for you to stop in the middle of the meeting and say, "Excuse me, I have to meditate and practice affirmative prayer." Right? We know that we are allowing ourselves to be present to what is internally and still be a part of the culture and still make that choice. And that's the same with any friendship group. If this is the culture of the friendship group and I still want to be in it, can I be in it and still be my full self? And how can I honor the culture if I need to honor the culture? And is that okay for me? Or is it time for me to let go?
And Reverend John, I also feel like, bringing this book into Unity Palo Alto and with our 5 principles, it's a really great melding of everything because, just as we talk about doing that meditation, making that time to go within, that's a muscle we build. And so being generous 50-50, but when I'm at work and I get triggered, but I've been doing my practice, there are times that because of the 5 principles I practice, and with this let them theory, I get that space. Instead of a knee-jerk reaction, I can get the space. And what I've learned, actually, I have to say, you're my master teacher on this, is that in an instant, it can be different.
Yeah.
So it can also be different in an instant. So I love that we brought this together and melded the 5 principles because it fits right in.
Thank you, Casey. I was a little worried there when you said I'm your master teacher because all those people who are triggering you, they're your master teachers. I thought that's where she was going.
That too.
Yep. Next chapter. Hey, how about that? How to take your relationship to the next level. A relationship is like water. It's like a creek running water. Now, when I was a kid, I think it was 14 at the time, I took my big, real serious backpacking trip up in the Sierras, and I learned at a higher level how to capture water, put it in a container, and how to, when your canteen is empty. And the one thing that we notice is that you can't capture water with a closed fist, can you? Anybody? You can't capture it. What do you need to do? You have to hold it like this. That's what a relationship is like. When you're holding on to a relationship like this, you have to be this way, you can't do that, you have to be this way, I have to be right. All of those things, we can't hold on to that relationship. It's not authentic being in that relationship. When we're trying to control somebody else, we're trying to force someone else, manipulate someone else, we have to hold our relationships and each other with open hands and allow ourselves to flow. Allow ourselves to be who we are, and then decide what's really important for me. If I have a value that's really important that's being crossed, or a boundary that's being crossed, then I need to decide and stand up for that and hold that boundary, hold that container. And if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. But we need to let go of the need to be right, to need to be the expert, the need to find our value in the relationship based on what other people think of me, and allow yourself to be more peaceful, more joyful, and the connection will flow.
Would you like a quote?
Yes, please.
Okay. Here's another one that gets me. The greatest gift you can give to someone you love is the freedom to be exactly who they are. And the same freedom for yourself. Yes, yes.
Be generous with your thoughts. Be generous with your words and your actions. Be generous with allowing them to be them and allowing you to be you. How every ending is a beautiful beginning. Now, it's true that every ending is a beginning for something else. Because we're always growing, we're always learning, and we're always shifting. That new beginning starts every day. Every day we wake up, we have the opportunity to have a new beginning. Now, we may grow apart in our relationships, and we may grow together. There may be parts of us that grow together and parts of us that need some freedom. And so allowing our parts to grow in our own direction and being open, transparent, and honest about that is the best way to have this experience of relationship, I think, with one another. So deciding what's more important for you and where can I be more generous for others.
Would you like a quote?
Yes, please.
Every time you let go of what no longer serves you, you are not losing something. You're becoming someone new. And my Reverend John, may I please share something? If I had to wrap up one thing, one word, of what this program gave me or what I was moving towards, I should say, the one word would be sovereignty. Yeah. Dominion and power here, coming from within, to live from my highest self. Again, that's why we're here, right? That's why we come, we sit our butts, we want to be higher, live from a higher place. So the one word is sovereignty for me. That's my let me era.
Woohoo! Choosing love. Every time we choose love, it's a new beginning. Every time we choose that inner divine love, it's a new beginning for us. And every day we have the opportunity to choose it over and over and over again. There will be struggles. There will be situations. There will be master teachers out there pushing our buttons. But you have sovereignty over you. You are spiritually powerful, strong, open, receptive, loving, generous beings. Yes? You are spiritually strong, powerful, open, receptive, loving, generous beings. Let's do that one at a time.
Wait, can we add this? 'Cause
What?
Can we go like strong, powerful, get it?
I'm going to let you.
Thank you. Join me. It's going to feel good. It's going to feel good. Okay, go ahead.
I'm going to let all of you, if you choose.
If you choose.
We are spiritually powerful.
Yes.
We are spiritually strong.
Yes.
We are receptive,
Yes.
open,
Yes.
loving.
Yes.
I am a generous being. Together, I am a generous being. And so it is.
And so it is. Ooh.
Let's move to our affirmation. I'm going to read our affirmation, and again, with that same enthusiasm, gusto, allow these words to lift you up, for this is who you are. I release my limiting thoughts and habits. Together, I release my limiting thoughts and habits. I am open in the flow of love. Together, I am open in the flow of love. I stand in my spiritual power. Together, I stand in my spiritual power. I express my full self. Together, I respect. I got to do that one over again. I messed it up. Together, I express my full self. Full self. And so it is. Let's take this into our time of meditation and affirmative prayer. Thank you, Casey. I invite you to take a nice, deep, cleansing breath. To close your eyes if that feels comfortable, or soften your gaze. As we begin to move into that inner dwelling of spirit. Breathing into this present moment, I allow my thoughts to settle. I see them floating by and just bless them as they float by like the clouds in the sky. Breathing into this moment, I anchor myself in this present time. I feel gravity beneath me, cradling me, comforting me, grounding me in the present moment. And any stress or strain melts away. My mind is open, my body relaxed, my emotions are peaceful. There is only one presence, one power. The harmonizing energy of divine love flows in, through, and as me. Divine love heals me, prospers me, harmonizes my life. I am open in the flow of love. I breathe into this energy, feeling the comfort, feeling at peace. Each breath taking me deeper into love, deeper into the stillness of the silence. I am one with the infinite flow of life, love, and wisdom. I am open and in the flow of love. Today I stand in my spiritual power. Today I express my full self. I claim my sovereignty. I claim my divinity. I am kind and generous with my thoughts, with my words, and with my actions. With each breath this day, I feel the energy of divine love flowing through me. I feel the power and the strength in every decision I have. I send this energy of love out into the world. We surround this energy of love with all of the prayer requests that have come into our spiritual community. If there's somebody who you hold in prayer, I invite you to say their name out loud or bring their name to mind as we surround them with love. For all of the prayers that we hold in our hearts, for all of the prayers in our prayer chest, we affirm divine love is doing its perfect work in every situation, uplifting every person and every struggle. We send this loving energy out into the world, and as we do, we bless all of humanity, we bless our planet, and we bless all of creation, for we are the expression of divine love in the world. And as we celebrate this, let us give thanks and celebrate by singing the Alleluia. And with a nice, deep cleansing breath, we return our attention to this time, to this space, and allow that loving energy to be present. Allow those generous thoughts, words, and actions to be expressed this day. Yes? Unity Palo Alto is here to help you discover your spiritual magnificence and to live from that magnificence every day. Unity is part of a global spiritual movement. And we are so blessed by this movement called Unity that each month we make a donation to our parent organizations. We make a donation to Unity Worldwide Ministries, Unity World Headquarters, and the West Central region of Unity Churches and Centers. This community and each one of us is a driving force in the growth of the Unity movement, not only through our donations and our generous gifts, but also by living from the Unity principles every day, by creating more peace, a more peaceful and joyful world for ourselves and for those that we touch. Now, there are many ways in which you can support our spiritual community. If you'd like to give a donation here in the sanctuary, there's a box that says Love Offering in the front and in the back. If you'd like to give online, you're welcome to do that. Oh, sorry, Felix, I'll go back. We need to bless Unity, yes? So we'll go back one slide. We would love to bless our spiritual movement and all of the organizations, all of the Unity centers and churches, and all of the ministers and licensed teachers and all of the congregations in our world by saying, Unity, we love you, we bless you, we appreciate you, and we behold the light in you. And so it is. And there's still many ways in which you can give to Unity Palo Alto and support our purpose statement here and support this ministry, for we do this by our donations. The affirmation that we say will be on the screen in a moment. And I invite you to affirm this with me. Together, divine love from me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. And so it is.
I raise a hallelujah in the presence of my enemies. I raise a hallelujah louder than the unbelief. I raise a hallelujah. My weapon is a melody. I raise a hallelujah. Heaven comes to fight for me. I'm gonna sing in the middle of the storm, louder and louder. Gonna hear my praises roar. Up from the ashes, hope will arise. Death is defeated, love is alive. I raise a hallelujah with everything inside of me. I raise a hallelujah. I will watch the darkness flee. I raise a hallelujah in the middle of the mystery. I raise a hallelujah. Fear you lost your hold on me, 'cause I'm gonna sing in the middle of the storm, louder and louder. Gonna hear my praises roar. Up from the ashes, hope will arise. Death is defeated, 'cause love is alive. Yes, love is alive. 'Cause I raise a hallelujah.
Yes, yes. We are so blessed. Yes, yes. We are blessed to come together. This music, our fearless leader giving us a beautiful message all the time. I know you coming together, you online. We are so blessed. So let's stand up and bless it. We bless each other. We turn to the center, and together on the screen we say, I love you. I bless you. I appreciate you. And I behold the light in you. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. But wait, the fun doesn't start here. You can sit. Go ahead. I will make you stand through announcements. So there are so many opportunities to connect just beyond the Sunday even. We have lots happening here at Unity Palo Alto. Today, hold up. Today, it's bingo day! Whoop, whoop. Can I get a bingo? See, you're warmed up to play. You are warmed up to play. And everybody is welcome. And the first game, get this, is free. Everybody gets a card who shows up. This is sponsored by amazing bookstore staff. Give a clap for them. So everyone, it's going to be in the Yes Hall from 11:30 to 1. Everybody, there's no reason not to have fun, okay? Everybody gets the first card free. First game, you're in. After that, each card is going to be $10, but there's going to be 4 more games. So you can spend $10 and play for 4 more games, or you can be like someone else, Lisa Whitfield, and buy another card and win every game. No lie, she bought another card, and that was her winning card. She won like 3 games last time. We love her, and she's going to help me announce this time. Okay, but wait, there's more. Because during this, we are holding a raffle prize, which is going to be, I need a drum. We don't have a drum roll. Who can give it? Yeah, perfect. Ready? Okay, it is an all-expense paid Monday Night Football game. Woo-hoo! That's right. The 49ers versus the Carolina Panthers on 11/24. And you're going to be in good hands with Ms. Karen Friedman. Yes. There's going to be light rail transportation. Don't need to worry about driving. Pre-game fun with either a tailgate or a 49er museum. There's going to be, no way, food, beverage included, and the raffle tickets are going to be available in the bookstore. So I believe we'll probably pick that prize at 1 o'clock or at the end of or when we're done playing the game. So whoop, whoop, football and bingo, come on. We're awesome here. Okay, and there's more. Okay, we got the holiday edition of Let Them. Are you in? Woo-hoo. Yeah, we're in. This is a workshop on Zoom with Reverend John Riley Tuesday, correct? That's the 18th? Yep. At 7 o'clock, 7 to 8:30. And this is going to be a great tool to prepare you for all of the Let Them opportunities that will come up this time of year. Yeah, you laugh. It's not so funny sometimes. It will help you bring that energy and focus back to the let me be the balance, the peace, and the joy of the year. We want to go into this season thinking that, right? Yeah. So join Reverend John at 7, and my understanding this is a little bit of a different format than our groups. It's more of a workshop and a teaching opportunity, correct, Reverend John? Yeah. He's saying yeah. So if you have a fear of like, oh, I'm going to have to speak, don't worry, just come and get the tools. That's what you got. We got that gift for you. And it is our annual holiday concert and toy drive. I know. Oh, my God. Okay, what is it? You have to tell me that. What's the name of it?
La Boo Boo.
La Boo Boo. La Boo Boo. Yes, I mean, this is our big kid at heart who has an amazing voice, throws the toy drive. I love it. So come play with us. The theme is Christmas around the world. La Boo Boo. La Boo Boo. Yeah, okay, I probably said that wrong yet.
There's going to be a treat.
Oh, a tree. There's going to be a tree that you're raffling off?
That I'm raffling off, and it's a Labubu tree.
A Labubu.
It's
Yeah.
5 feet.
Wow. That's a lot of boo-boo.
Labubus, but aren't they adorable?
They are adorable. They are adorable. Okay, so it's in person only. And of course, Margot Leduc and our Unity Band. And it's going to be on Monday, December 1st. That's real easy. Just the first at 7, 7, 7. Got it? First at 7. Okay, I ingrained that in your brain now. Okay, and there's more celebration. Yay! Celebrate the season with joy, music, and community. Join us for the Unity Palo Alto Family Holiday Party on Sunday, December 7th at 5:30 for a festive evening filled with food, fun, and holiday cheer open to everyone. I think I'm losing my voice, so this is the last of the announcements. There is so much happening. You can learn more at unitypaloalto.org and check out our lovely social media channels. Okay, I get to now say, I feel like Karen Friedman is in the limelight. She donated our beautiful flowers, right? And this is so true of who Karen is. She donated them through the joy of being a prayer chaplain. And I have to say, we are blessed that you are the prayer chaplain. So thank you for our beautiful flowers and your service. Yeah. Okay. If this is your first time at Uni Palo Alto, I hope you're having fun. That's what I'm going to say. I hope you're having fun. Or if you're back from a long absence, I hope you're having fun. We want you to welcome you back or welcome you here for the first time with a special gift from the bookstore. We have the Daily Word or a Unity booklet. We have many options in the bookstore that you can choose. Simply fill out the Connect card. Just wait, I have too many props on me. There's a Connect card in the pew in front of you can fill out and bring to the bookstore. And welcome. Sincerely, welcome. Okay, I'd like our prayer chaplain serving us today to please stand. We have Sarah Ann and we have Karen, and these two lovely souls are just here to hold the space with you, to confidently hold you in love and affirmation. So if you have a celebration or a concern, you can find them right where they're standing after their service, and they will just hold that space with you. So thank you so much, both of you, for your service to our community. Now, I invite us all to stand and sing our song of peace.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be with God as creator. Family, all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow, to take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me.
And now our prayer for protection. Together, the light of God surrounds us, the love of God enfolds us, the power of God protects us, the presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. Love and blessings, everyone. Have a wonderful week.
Hallelujah, in the presence of my enemies, I'll raise a hallelujah louder than the unbelief. weapon is a melody. I'll raise a hallelujah. Heaven comes to fight for me. I'm gonna sing in the middle of the storm, louder and louder. Gonna hear my praises roar. Up from the ashes, hope will arise. It's defeated, love is alive. Hallelujah. That was good. That was like perfect timing.